We can give a few more minutes, and then also if we can maybe go by country so that it's very clear which candidates are coming from which countries.
And maybe as we're even waiting for more people to join in, we can use the chat box. Just maybe share the flag of your country so that we know how many countries are represented in today's meeting. You can choose to add your name before, but just the flag of your country is fine.
What are we talking? Hi everyone. Are we able to start now? Is everyone here? Brian? Okay, Brian says we can start. So I'm gonna ask all of the candidates from Ghana to please raise their hand, and then we can choose, or they can decide amongst themselves who wants to start their presentation first. So all of the candidates. Okay.
Before they go, can I maybe just explain how the process will work so that there's no confusion? Is that okay?
Sure.
Hi, everyone. So just so that you know how it will work, we will have each country make each person per country make a presentation. So if you are a candidate for the country, you present for 3 minutes. We will record the presentation on the Zoom call. And then once we've recorded the presentation, we will also post the video recording in the WhatsApp group so that if people are unable to join the Zoom call, they will still have time to vote on the WhatsApp group using the same message that you've recorded here on this call. So everyone will get 3 minutes. Please do not go over 3 minutes. Tara, are you able to do a timer for 3 minutes in each instance? Is that okay?
Yes, sure.
Okay, so Tara will time each presentation will be for 3 minutes, and then all of those 3-minute presentations will be put on the group. We will do a vote here in this group. Each person's name, their age, and their country will be on the poll, and then you vote here in this group. If you vote here on the Zoom platform, you do not vote again on WhatsApp. So you only vote one time. If you vote by accident again, we will just remove one of the votes using the names. We'll be able to see your name on this platform and also on the WhatsApp platform. Are there any questions before we go ahead with the presentations? Or is that clear to everyone? I don't see any questions. Tara, are there any questions in the chat? No?
Not that I can see.
Okay. Then I think we can go ahead.
There's a hand up.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure the hand's up to Kendrick. Kendrick's hands down. Okay, so can we go ahead, Anzia?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, great. So, like I was saying, everyone from Ghana, all of the candidates from Ghana, if you could put your hand up, and then we'll start in the order that hands go up. You can start with your 3-minute presentation. Okay, Kendrick, you can start. I'll start your time as soon as you start speaking. Thank you.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Kendrick from Ghana. I am a young leader who loves to plan, help others, and make things happen. I am excited to be here today to express my interest in becoming the next African Children's Chair. I believe I'm the right person for this role because I am passionate about making a difference in the lives of children. I have held leadership positions in school which have taught me valuable skills like teamwork, communication, and problem solving. Although Although this opportunity will be my first big platform, I am not intimidated. Instead, I am ready for the challenge. I am eager to learn, grow, and represent African children to the best of my abilities. To represent the voices of children from Ghana and across Africa, I intend to engage through surveys and discussions, listening to their concerns and ideas, share their stories and perspectives, develop solutions with teammates. I am ready to help. I am ready to help, to lead with kindness, and to make this summit the best it can be. Thank you.
Thank you, Kendrick. You still have 1 minute and 42 seconds if you'd like to continue. Otherwise, we can move over to the next candidate.
Please, I am done.
Okay, thank you. We will now move over to Jeanette. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. I will start your timer as soon as you start speaking. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Jeanette, and thank you for bringing me here to talk to you today. I'm incredibly excited to stand before you today as a candidate for this voting. I believe that every single one of us has the power to shape our community, and I'm here to be passionate about making that happen. I see a future where every child's voice is heard, where our ideas are valued, and where we have a real say in the decisions that affect our lives. I promise to be a voice for all of you, a listener, and a strong advocate for the issues that matter most to us. I'm committed to listening to your concerns, learning from your experiences, and working tirelessly to represent your interests. I want to focus on things like improving the schools, creating safe and fun spaces for us to do all sorts of stuff. So, thank you.
Thank you, Jeanette. Jeanette, you do have 1 minute left if you'd like to continue.
I'm done, thank you.
Okay, thank you. We'll move over to Sierra Leone now. Oh, Chanel, are you from Ghana or Sierra Leone?
Ghana.
Okay, I'll start your 3 minutes as soon as you start talking. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Cheryl. I just want to take a moment to talk about something really important.
Chanel, I'm gonna ask you to pause. You're breaking up a little bit, so I'm gonna restart your timer. Do you just want to check your mic for me, please?
Okay.
Okay, I'll restart your timer now. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Please, may I start?
Yes, Janelle, you may start. If you can just try and speak a little bit louder so we can hear you.
Okay. I just want to take a moment to talk about something really important, like our future. We all know that kids like us deserve a say in the decisions that affect our lives. I believe that together we can make a real difference by having a voice in the Children's Parliament. Imagine a place where our ideas are heard, where we can talk about issues that matter to us, like education, play spaces, and our rights. I promise to listen to each of you and bring thoughts to the table. I want to be your voice, your advocate, and a friend in this journey. When you vote for me, you're not just voting for one person, you are voting for all of us. Let's get a better world together where we can hear every child's voice, which matters. Thank you.
Thank you, Janelle. I'm now going to ask everyone from Sierra Leone to raise their hand if they would like to start their campaign.
Sorry, Tara, I don't know if that was everybody from Ghana or not.
Oh. Do you know who else must all go?
We've got Nana Aning, we've got Eva Anobil, we've got Mame Sefa. So those are and we have Janelle, Kendrick, and Jeanette who have just presented, and then there's also Kingston. So I don't know if those people are here or not.
I don't see their names in the participants list.
Okay.
So should we just move on to Sierra Leone?
There are some questions, but I do see Philippa's hand is up from Sierra Leone.
Do you want to answer the questions first?
So there was a question around the process that we'll be using. So in terms of the process, what we'll do is we will on Zoom now have all of the presentations, and then after the presentations have been made on Zoom, we will record all of those presentations and put them on WhatsApp. There will be a poll until midnight on WhatsApp that will allow those that weren't able to join the call to listen to the note that is by the candidate, and then also to vote until midnight. And then we will also have the vote here on the Zoom platform. Both of those votes will be counted, and then we will have the chair with the most votes. The person who is voted in as the chair, that will be the next host country for the ACS. So I think that would have answered the question, and maybe we can go on to Philippa.
Great, thank you, Anzia. Philippa, I will start your 3 minutes when you start talking. Thank you. You're on mute.
Thank you very much. Hi, everyone. My name is Pisi Philippa Kaidol. I am the National President for All Children in Sierra Leone under the Ministry of Gender and Children's Affairs, and I'm also the Child Climate Ambassador for Child Fund Sierra Leone. It's with great pleasure for me to contest as the chair for the next African Children Summit. I would like to educate each and every child here that is listening to me as to why you need to vote me as your next chair. Below are some of the reasons why I want you all to vote me as your next chair. One of the reasons is because of better representation. Being the next chair, it comes with a lot of responsibility, and being the national president, I have a track record of leadership and representation. So before the past African Children Summit was hosted in South Africa, as the national president, I took upon it as my responsibility together with my executive in Sierra Leone. We had a pre-summit here in Sierra Leone in order for us to celebrate the African Children Summit, which was hosted in South Africa. It was rather unfortunate that we were not able to participate, but apart from that, yet still, I have a track record of representation because we conducted the pre-summit here in Sierra Leone. So you choosing me and voting me as your next year, trust me, when it comes to representation, be well assured I'm going to represent you in any spaces, in any stage. And I have a track record of representation. In 2023, when I attended the African Children Summit in Kenya, I was the child representative that read the declaration statement in Kenya on behalf of all African children. And then another reason why you need to vote me as your next year, it's because of a shape of a strong agenda. So one of the key reasons why I'm pushing forward for Sierra Leone to host the next African Children Summit, because we have an agenda wherein when every child will be coming to Sierra Leone, we have a particular agenda which we are going to focus. We are going to ensure that the next African Children Summit, we have a discussion where we talk about climate change, we have a discussion where we talk about education, we have a discussion where we talk about digital issues, and be well assured the next African Children Summit, if hosted by Sierra Leone and if I become the next chair, it is going to be championed by children and it's going to be a child-friendly summit. Another reason why I want you all to vote me is because I'm going to build
partnership. So the reason why I'm going to build partnership, because I want to ensure this time on we should ensure that the participation of children increase greatly. I want to see children from South African, I want to see children from South Sudan, I want to see children from Nigeria, from Ghana coming to Sierra Leone. I'm quite sure most of you have not yet visited Sierra Leone. This will be a time for you to explore the history of Sierra Leone. This will be the time for you to meet the people of Sierra Leone. Be well assured that we are going to
Philippa,
answer.
unfortunately, your time is ended, so I'll give you about 10 more seconds to just finish up your campaign, and then we need to move on to the next person.
Okay. Be well assured when you come to Sierra Leone, you're going to have a tour. You go to a museum. You have visitation to some of our ministers, including our president of Sierra Leone, and it's going to be really championed by children. In conclusion, as the national president of Sierra Leone, I'm currently pleading to you all to vote me as your next year because of representation, because of strong agenda which has to do with education, climate change, digital literacy, and because I'm going to build partnership with other organizations to ensure that there are more children that are going to participate in the next African Children Summit. Thank you.
Thank you, Philippa. Jaden, are you from Sierra Leone?
No, please, I'm from Ghana.
Are you still supposed to do your presentation? Okay. Is there anyone else from Sierra Leone that still needs to do their 3-minute presentation?
No, so I'm the only contestant from Sierra Leone.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna move on to Nigeria now. If you're from Nigeria and you need to do your campaign, please raise your hand, and then whoever would like to go first can start. Thank you, Emmanuel. You can start. Your 3 minutes will start as soon as you start speaking.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Emmanuel Ezonko, and I'm really happy to be here with all of you today. I'm running for African Child Chair because I believe every child has something important to say, and more importantly, that we all deserve to be heard. Whether we live in a busy city or a quiet rural village, we face different challenges, but our voices matter just the same. If I'm choosing to represent you, I'll work to create more spaces where children from all over the world, the continent, can share their thoughts, ideas, and concerns. I'll help build platforms where we don't just speak, but where people truly listen, where children cannot be massacred or taken for granted in the eyes of adults. One of the biggest issues we're still facing is access to education. Millions of children in Africa are still not in school. Some can't even afford it. Others live too far away from schools, and many don't have proper teachers or materials. I believe education is a key point to breaking the cycle of poverty, and I will do everything I can to support ideas and actions that make schools more available, more equal, and more meaningful for everyone by advocating for access to and better education for all African children at all levels. But education isn't the only problem. If children aren't safe, they won't be able to get the proper education and the right and stable mentality. Too many kids today are being hurt by things like child labor, child marriages, and online abuse, which is extensive in Nigeria and other parts of Africa. These aren't just numbers, they're real lives. I'll speak up about these issues and work with others to protect children's rights in every space, whether it's at home, in schools, on the streets, or online. I also want to make sure no child is left behind. Our continent is full of diversity, different cultures, languages, abilities, and backgrounds. Whether you're a girl or a boy, whether you have a disability, or whether you're from a wealthy area or a struggling one, you deserve the same chances that every child from every area of the world has. The African Child Summit should be a place where every child feels included and respected. And as more of us go online, we need to make sure the digital world is safe too. I'll help lead conversations around digital safety, how to protect ourselves from online bullying, scams, and harmful content, and also how to use the internet in smarter, safer ways. I've already been involved in the We Protect We Alliance, which helped with digital online facilitated child sexual abuse, about how to tackle it and to help every child in the world against being taken advantage of online. And it showed me how powerful we can when we work together. I don't have all the answers, but I promise to be a leader who listens, learns, and grows and acts for the good of all of us. My vision is clear: a continent where every child is educated, protected, healthy, and free to dream. With your support, I know we can move closer to that future, one step at a time.
Manuel.
Finally, I can assure you that I will not just be a leader, but every member of this committee will be an active part of this vision to achieve these goals. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you join me on this journey. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Emmanuel. We're going to move over to goodness now. When you start talking, I'll start your 3 minutes. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Goodness Ikama. I am a 14-year-old Nigerian child, an aspiring author, and most importantly, a relentless believer in the power of children to reshape Africa's future. Now, why I think I should be chairman is because of representation isn't just about having a seat at the table. It's about bringing the voices of the unheard with me. As we grow from Nigeria, I've seen what happens when children are silent. They're forced into marriages, they're bullied, and brilliant minds are trapped by poverty. But I've also seen our resilience. As chairman, I won't just speak for children, but I'll arm us with tools to speak for ourselves. Now, let me tell you why empowerment is not just our word, it is our weapon. When a child learns to speak up, something revolutionary happens. That moment when a girl who was told, stay silent, and stands up and says, no more, that is the sound of chain breaking. When a boy who was taught that tears are weaknesses, write his poems, expressing his pain, that is a battlefield where fear loses. You see, predators win when children believe their voices don't matter. But I will make sure that every child knows that their voice is a spark that can burn down injustice, and together we are a wildfire. Starting from Nigeria to across Africa, I will turn whispers into war cries. In every school, I will teach children that their voice are the first line of defense, not just with lessons, but with role-playing, storytelling, and truth boxes where secrets become strength. I will turn my poems and yours into protest art. Imagine murals in every marketplace where survivors would scream from walls. Imagine radio dramas where heroes sound like kids next door. For every child who speaks out, I will ensure 3 things: that the story is heard, not just listened to, that the pain is honored, not just pitied, and that the courage is amplified into laws, into change, and into history. Just as Mabel Shagun Chinedu Dike, and Chino Achebe, I want to be able to make a difference through my poems, not just in Nigeria, but across all Africa. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna ask Praise, when you're ready, your 3 minutes will start when the timer starts. When you start talking, sorry, and you're muted.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Praise. I'm proudly Nigerian and I'm deeply in love with the African continent. I believe in the power of children, our voices, our dreams, and our rights to be heard. Not just listened to, but understood, not just seen, but involved in the decisions that shape our community. Now, I'm not here to give you a speech to wow you. I'm here to give you a speech because there are serious matters happening. The threat of abducting a student in Nigeria is severely affecting children's learning. As of 2021, over 1 million children were afraid to return to school, and in 2022, around 11,500 schools were shut down due to the risk of kidnapping and child armed robbery in the schools. Imagine, what about the kids that live around there now? What are they going to be facing because now they don't have the school around them? What about the kids that attend public schools? And since their schools have been shut down, they have to become without education. That is why in 2023, our rate of illiteracy had increased by a whole 10%, making us 31% of our population illiterate. Now, I want to help this entire continent, one child-led idea at a time. Children's voices will lead the conversation one day, and I want that day to come very soon. We will launch community-based action projects. So I also want to talk about things that happen in other countries in Africa. I mean, in South Africa, child labor and even trafficking is deeply ingrained in fishing industry in Ghana. Through conversations with people who have been trafficked, it becomes clear that many of them do not realize that it is wrong for children to be taken away from their parents, not to attend school, and to be, I don't know, not to attend schools and performing hard physical work for long hours. Even in South Africa, it shows that.
Grace,
Yes, I do.
I'm
Yes,
gonna
yes.
ask, can you please talk louder?
Okay, so as I was saying, can you hear me now? Can everybody hear me? Or should I start from the beginning?
Yes, we can hear you. I'm gonna ask you to
No,
start from
it's
the beginning,
no.
please.
Okay, so
Okay.
sorry.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Praise, and I'm proudly Nigerian, as I said before. I believe in the power of children, our voices, our dreams, and our right to be heard, not just listened to, but understood, not just seen, but involved in the decisions that shape our community. But why I'm giving you this speech isn't because I want to wow you. I wanted to let you know of the serious matters happening around our continent. Take in Nigeria, the threat of abduction of students is severely affecting children's learning. And as of 2021, over 1 million children were afraid to return back to school. And in 2023, when the NSAS protest was going on and the youth started to speak out, they were massacred and killed for their opinion. Some years ago, Twitter was banned because the youth were using it to express their feelings towards the government. Imagine this. And around 11,500 schools were closed due to attacks, as in kidnapping. They were coming to rob them. So the children that were around those places now had to stop going to school. Now, that increased our rate in child illiteracy by 10%, making it 31% of our population not being educated. Now, it is estimated that about 750,000 to 1 million children, are trafficked annually. So I know I won't just give you another speech. I'm giving you a vision, a promise, and a voice ready to rise with yours. I want to help this entire continent, one child-led idea at a time. Now, if I'm chosen as chairperson, here's what will happen. I'll tell you that later, because around the world, things are still happening. In South Africa, child labor and even trafficking is deeply ingrained in the fishing industry. Through conversations with people who have been trafficked, it becomes clear that they simply do not realize what is wrong for children to be taken away from their parents to be workers, not attending schools and performing hard physical work for long hours. I have spoken with some girls from other continents before during the Girl Child Initiative in 2024, and it come to my realization that most girls and most children do not even know that what they are doing or what is being done to them is bad. And if we can become that voice for them, it would be groundbreaking, because most of these children do not know how to speak out their voice. They didn't even know what they were doing was wrong. Even in Ghana, they said there were 24 new allegations of exploitation. In South Africa, about in 2 days there were 24 cases, and they were all children being trafficked. It simply saddens me, because with the new technology, 5G broadbands, phones that can go up to how much, and then all this stuff that are supposed to improve us, children are still going missing day by day by day, and there's nothing being done about this. It's sad, because these children, they have such bright futures, just like, yes, sorry.
Your 3 minutes is over, so I'm going to give you about 10 more seconds to get to your conclusion, and then we'll have to stop you there. Thank you.
Okay. So what I was trying to say is, let's make this more than an election or a nomination. Let's make this a movement that will not only be talked about here, but implemented everywhere. We, the children of this continent, together will be one voice, making groundbreaking global impacts. Thank you.
Thank you, Praise. I'm going to ask if there are any more candidates from Nigeria that needs to go. Anyone else? No. Okay. Then I'm going to ask if Jaden from Ghana can please go, and then he can do his campaign. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. My name is Jaden Adom Anaman, and I'm from Ghana. I'm really excited to have been given such an opportunity like this and to be one of the candidates for the ACS chairperson. I attended the summit in person, and it really opened my eyes to how much we can do when we work as a team. During the summit, I learned a lot about leadership, confidence, and how important it is to listen to others. It made me think about how I could help make ACS better for everyone. That's why I want to be chairperson, to be a voice for all of us, to help with organizing projects, and to make sure everyone feels included. If I became chairperson, here are a few things I'd like to do. Make sure everyone knows what's going on so that no one should feel left out or confused. Help plan fun and meaningful activities that bring us together and make a difference in our communities and respective countries. Be someone you can talk to if you have ideas or concerns and actually do something about it. I may not be perfect, but I'm willing to learn, grow, and give it my best. I care about ACS and all the people in it. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you consider voting me as your next ACS chairperson. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Are there any other candidates who still need to go? Brian, Andrew, do we have any knowledge of any other candidates?
Not as far as I can see on the call, Tara. I think that might be everyone. But I did see that there was a request that we vote using WhatsApp and not using Zoom. So maybe we can just talk about that quickly.
Okay. So would the plan be that we move over onto WhatsApp then?
Yes, so I see that the request was that all of the information be put on WhatsApp because not everybody could join on Zoom. So I can put up the poll with the candidates on WhatsApp. I've already created it with the names that I had and those that had presented today. I know that there was one person who was supposed to present from Ghana who was late. I don't think it was Jaden. I think it might have been somebody else. So I don't know, Karen, I see you're on the call. Is there another candidate from Ghana that was supposed to go who hasn't made their presentation yet? Or is that everyone from the Ghanaian team?
The other person was writing an exam. So we're hoping that she'll be able to join before we are over. But as at now, she's still not done yet.
Is that Oneba?
Pardon?
Is it Oneba who's not made the presentation, who's writing the exam?
No, not Ohineba. But I thought Ohineba has already presented. If not, then he too is yet to present. I joined a bit late, so I wasn't sure if he has. But it was Sefa, Sefa. She is the one who sent me that message. She's writing an exam. Yes.
Okay.
Anzio,
Yeah.
I'm thinking then we would have to go over to the group chat then.
Yeah.
And then
So-
wait for everyone to send theirs. I would probably be pushing it now if I say that we let everyone get their like messages in tonight. By midnight, everyone should send their messages, and then we vote until Monday morning. Would that be pushing it?
I mean, not for me, Brian. Would there be any challenge on your side with that, or is there anything that would be amiss if we continue in that way?
No, I think just so that everyone gets an equal opportunity to vibe, we should definitely go ahead with our plan.
Okay, so we're going to then ask all of the candidates in the vote must put their information up this evening. There can be no more canvassing tomorrow, and then we will leave the poll up until Monday. Does that make sense? Oh, I see that there is someone whose name I recognize who just entered the call, Nana Aning from Ghana. I don't know. Nana, can you hear us?
Yes, please, I can hear you.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so if Nana is here, Nana was going to be also from Ghana, but I do think that we should go ahead in the way that we've just discussed, Tara.
I
So maybe
agree.
Nana can present, and then we ask all of the candidates if you can please put your campaign messaging into the group, and then on the WhatsApp group, we will finalize the poll. So immediately when the Zoom call is done, all of the names will go up in the poll, and then the voting will continue until Monday, and the last campaign messages must finish by midnight tonight.
Hello, can I start? Nana Bina.
Tara, is that okay? Can Nana go ahead?
That's perfect. Thank you.
Okay. Nana, you can start.
Okay. Good afternoon, fellow youth leaders, distinguished panel, and all advocates of Africa's children. My name is Nana Bina Pinamai Enim from Ghana, and I'm honored to present myself as a candidate for the chair for the African Children's Summit. I just do not take it as a title, but with a mission in my heart. I believe I'm the right person for the chair because I bring more than passion. I bring more commitment. Over the years, I have held impactful initiatives through Otunfo Community Challenge and other greenery programs, and also church-based youth groups. But what I've really mobilized youth people on is to speak on education, safety, and the increasingly silent crisis of children's mental health, a subject we no longer afford to overlook. From my work with children in schools and communities, I have seen firsthand emotional toll, poverty, abuse, and neglect, and pressure that can take on young minds. Mental health is not a luxury, it's a right. As chair, I will ensure the summit creates space to address the mental and emotional well-being of children alongside their urgent priorities. What sets me apart is my servant leadership. Leadership that listens, empathizes, and uplifts. I have coordinated youth forums, policy dialogues, and if selected to be chair, I would not just lead projects. I will build people. I believe that every child needs to be seen, heard, and supported holistically. If selected, I wouldn't represent just Ghana, but from across the continent, especially those whose voices are often left out. I will lead pre-summit listening sessions to gather real stories, concerns, and ideas of children from all regions, including those dealing with trauma, stress, and emotional hardships. I work with schools and communities and mental advocates to ensure these voices inform real change. My vision, therefore, is clear: to have a child-led platform where youth can be empowered and to lead and speak. An innovation showcase for children to present creative local solutions, including for mental health awareness and support. Creating a mental health roundtable that brings together parents and children to break the stigma and create actionable support systems. And I hope to create offering mentorship programs and campaigns, safe spaces for children to express themselves. I think I envision Africa Children's Summit not more as an event. It must be a movement, one that champions not only education, safety, and empowerment, but also emotional strength and mental well-being. I'm here not just to lead, but I'm here to serve, to advocate,
Nana,
and to
I'm
create. Thank you for believing in my vision. Thank you.
Thank you. And yeah, that's everyone. Are we going to ask them to stay at the end and then allow everyone else to leave?
Yes, please, just so that we can chat quickly about what needs to go in the WhatsApp group, and then we can put the poll live.
Okay, thank you so much. So I'd just like to thank everyone for being able to join today. Like Angie said, can everyone who did their 3 minutes, can you please stay behind? Otherwise, everyone else, you are free to leave. Thank you so much for joining today. Have a good rest of your evening. Bye.
So we should be remaining just with those that did campaigns. Only those that did campaigns should be on the call with us. I don't know if Margreta did a campaign. Margreta, did you do a campaign? And Francisca, I'm just trying to see if everybody that is on the call, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 people on the call. Is all 18 of the people on the call the ones?
This is Oheneba. I'm using my mother's phone.
Hi, Oneba. I think that maybe it's important for us all to be on the same page. So just to tell everybody, what will happen is that we wanted to do the vote using the Zoom platform, but as you can see, there are not a lot of people that join the Zoom platform.